we will solve one-step linear equations. We have the addition property of equality and the multiplication property of equality. So the addition property of equality states that if we have A equals B, then we can have A plus C equals B plus C. So all this means is if you add something to one side, you have to add it to the other. Or if you subtract something from one side, you have to subtract it to the other. And then multiplication property of equality states that if you have A equals B, then you can have A times C equals B times C, which means that if you multiply something to the left side, you have to multiply it to the right side. And you can also use this as division. So if you divide something on one side, you have to divide it on the other. So let's look at one-step linear equations. X plus 3 equals 4. What plus 3 equals 4? To solve this, we can subtract 3 to both sides. So that cancels the 3's out, and we have x alone. 4 minus 3 is 1. So then we can check our answer. 1 plus 3 equals 4. X minus 2 equals negative 7. What minus 2 equals negative 7? Well, to solve for that, since we're subtracting 2, we can add 2 to both sides, because what this will do is cancel the negative 2 out. Negative 2 plus 2 is 0, leaving us with x equals negative 5. X plus 3, x plus 8 equals 11. What plus 8 equals 11? To solve for this, we can subtract 8 to both sides, leaving x all by itself, and then we will have a 3. X minus 8 equals 14. What minus 18, or excuse me, what minus 8 equals 14? Well, to get rid of that negative 8 on that side, we have to add. Those cancel out, leaving us with x equals 22. And then same with division and multiplication. If you have 2 times x equals 4, 2 times what gives us 4? Well, one way we can solve is we have to make x single. By doing that, we have to divide by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. So you have x equals 4 divided by 2 is 2. 7x equals 21. 7 times what gives us 21? Divide 7 to both sides. So you have x remaining equals 3. 3x equals negative 7. 3 times what gives us negative 7? Well, it's not that easy. Now, divide 3 to both sides so that we have 1x equaling negative 3/7. Negative 7/3, excuse me, is your answer. We can have x over negative 3 equals 12. In order to get rid of the division, opposite of division is multiplication. Negative 3 over negative 3, that gives us 1. And this will give us a negative 36. So negative 36 divided by negative 3 will give us that positive 12. So overall, when you look at the method, whatever you have, whether you have plus, minus, multiplication, or division, you're going to do the opposite operation to solve. So to get rid of a add 8 or a positive 8, you're going to take it away. And you must do that to both sides, otherwise you're not going to end up being balanced. To negate or to make negative 8 0, you have to add 8. Negative 8 plus 8 is 0, but you have to add it to both sides. And then when you have multiplication, to get rid of that 2 times the x, you have to divide by that coefficient to get 1. And then if you have division, you can do the opposite, so you will have to multiply. So that's one-step linear equations. Just do the opposite of what the original operation states.